Hi, everybody. Welcome. Today, we are doing a strategizing or an on air coaching call. I've got three amazing clients that are going to be coming on in just a minute and asking me any questions they have about their business. So, welcome. If you're new to me, I'm Stacey Tuschel. I'm the founder of the Foot Traffic Formula. I help small business owners get more customers through the door, whether that's virtual or physical. So, we're going to just jump right into this and get started. I'm going to bring on Jennifer next, and then we've got Christina after. All right. Jennifer, hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can.
Perfect.
All right. So, Jennifer, tell us really quickly just what your business is, and then ask me your question.
Awesome. So I am a salon owner and I also have a bridal company and I teach hairstylists how to start and build a salon business.
Amazing. And you are in like Chicago, Naperville area, right?
Yeah.
Illinois? Cool. All right. So, what is your question for me?
So I'm going to start first with my bridal company because for
Okay.
2021, that's really going to be my focus. Um, as far as really growing and scaling that part of my business.
Okay.
So we've been doing bridal since 2014, and I really want to change some things up. So I do have the salon, and so my question is do you think that I should start to divide the bridal company from the salon business as far
So,
as website,
yeah,
Instagram?
tell me what the bridal company is. What do you offer? What are your products?
So we offer on location bridal services, so hair and makeup.
Okay.
Right now, we currently do not have products, but that is something in the future that I
Okay.
am going to be bringing on.
Okay, so I actually don't think you need to go the route yet of separating the salon with the bridal on site because I still think it goes very naturally together. It doesn't feel like it's so out of the blue, like, why would she be doing this with that? I think most salons, people are assuming they probably do stuff for brides, right? So I think you're okay. But if you really want to focus on it, it can't be like the side hustle. It can't be the thing that how do I say this? Like you're like, wait, you do bridal stuff? You don't want people to think that, right? Sometimes as somebody who was originally a dance studio owner and now we have music, people will walk into the building and they will say like, "Oh, you have music here?" That is not good for our marketing if they don't know we do dance and music. So I want to make sure you're thinking about that as well in your marketing. Now, when you get to your website, you could definitely have a main header at the top or a main button that takes them to the bridal, which I think you already do, right? And then having that there. I think you're going to be fine. Now, you can be doing separate landing pages for just bridal for like paid traffic or for organic leads and things like that as well. Does that make sense?
Yes, we do have
Okay.
that.
Perfect. So I think that's where I would spend my time. Maybe
Mhm.
eventually you'll have to, but right now I don't think it's going to give you enough return for the time and energy it'll take to get everything up and then maintenance of it and all of that. That can be a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, as far as building our bridal program, what builds our salon is getting the reviews, getting referrals,
Yeah.
and things like that. Do you have any suggestions or ideas around a referral program for brides?
Yeah, because I don't know. I mean, when I was getting married, a lot of my friends were getting married too, right? Like we were in that same stage together. So I do think it's a big referral business of like, hey, who did your flowers or where did you get your makeup done? Or right, like that is definitely something talked about. So I would ask yourself, like, the cool thing is, if they're getting their bridal stuff done with you, they probably live close enough to you to then get their hair done, right? So you could be giving some sort of gift card. Not that you're gifting them on their next wedding, but you're gifting them on their next haircut or their next style or whatever that is. So I think to be able to do something like that would be really cool. Or even like gifting them. I'm just thinking of, how like some cake places now they'll like send you, they didn't do this when I was in the day, you saved it, but they will now give you a free 1 year anniversary cake, right?
Mhm.
Imagine if you gave her a blowout on her 1 year anniversary for date night to celebrate or something, but it gets her back in and it gets her reminding her of how much she loved the salon.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah.
And that really segues into like my next question is, we're capturing these brides, we're taking care of them for the wedding day, but my ultimate goal is how do we get them in the salon,
Yeah.
spending more money and really creating a deeper relationship with them and a better experience overall.
Are you getting a lot of brides to book you for like their baby shower, their bachelorette party, like to come get their hair and makeup done?
Not what I would like.
Okay. So I would maybe, because here's the thing, I would not think, especially back when I got married, I would never, I don't, I mean, I would never have thought to get my hair and makeup done for my bachelorette or my baby shower. But if you educated them on, you're going to have so many photos, and this might be in the baby album that like you have, not baby album, this is bridal. I'm so sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be part of your wedding album or whatever that is. You are going to want to look your best. And we have a package to do a blowout and your makeup for X amount or something like that.
Yes.
If you educate them on it's even an option, somebody might be like, I'm interested in this. I'd love to get that done. So I think the more you can show them like, what would that special occasion look like? And when would they want to do this? That could be really fun.
Okay, perfect. And that's exactly what we did for this new introduction of our services, like
Amazing.
a bachelorette.
Yeah. And if you can get, because if they come for you for bridal, right? And then you show them like maximize the wedding itself, but then it's like, what else comes after the wedding, right? What else do they need to be doing? Or just a reminder of like, after the wedding is over, sending a congratulations, like a wedding card in the mail, and then giving them something to come back and use it. We hope you enjoyed your experience. You know, congratulations. Here's a gift card on us. And maybe the gift card is just back again to your salon for their first treatment or whatever they're going to get.
Okay, perfect. Any other thoughts as far as like what you've been seeing, what we have been doing, and anything that you think that we should be adjusting or?
No, I think there's just a lot of opportunity and time for you to really maximize these certain areas to definitely increase it. Now, the next question is we're getting her to spend more money. How do we get her to tell her friends about the incredible experience? So I don't know if you were on the call in Foot Traffic Formula when we were talking to, I don't remember if it was a dad. I don't think it was a dad. It was, might have been her. Somebody in Europe, I believe, where she was she redoes these kitchens and then she hires the chef to come in that first day and they get to invite their friends. Were you ever there for that call? It was a really cool conversation. She does these gorgeous kitchens. And then as soon as it's over, she gifts you with a private chef to come to your house. You get to invite like 4 friends because you're showing off the kitchen. You're going to see this. And all of a sudden these friends get to experience, and it's like this big wow of, I can't believe they just gave you this private chef. But she knows strategically that private chef is going to give a lot more word of mouth for her as well. So the question is, what could you gift to this bride to invite her friends with her to experience it, right? Where she's going to be talking about you, they're going to be experiencing you, because you have not an opportunity, even if she's already gotten married or she's not getting married, you could still be their hair salon. So you have a better chance of like 100% of the people possibly being interested.
Yeah, definitely. We just recently sent out an email to our past brides and offered a $50 in-salon gift certificate as a thank you. And then our brides this year, we're gifting them a $50 in-salon gift certificate to get them in the door to try out some service.
I love it. Well, and if there's certain services that you know they're going to take you up on, like let's say the highlight, the haircut, the typical, right? But you really want to sell them on something that's not typical that people don't really do. Maybe even gift them a free entire thing of that they would never have spent money with you, but now it gets them in the door and possibly gets them upselling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. Anything else? Any other questions you have for me?
Can we do a hard pivot and go to my online education? Okay. So, since you know my position of what my launch was last time, it was super overwhelming. I got burnt out and I want to not do that again. So, one of the things I think that caused that burnt out and overwhelm is that leading up to the launch and then the cart was open, I felt like every day I was like, oh, I got to give them something more. And every day I was like scrambling, trying to create something at the last minute. So this time around, I'll have that all planned out ahead of time. My question for you, which you answered some of them with actually the last call, is how many days should my cart be open?
So honestly, what price point are you selling?
Well, I originally wanted to do 497, which it has in the past, but I'm actually going to create a no-brainer offer and slashing that $100 off.
Okay.
So 397, especially because same thing like the your first student, not having the
Like the credibility quite yet, or like that.
proof and case studies.
Yeah. Okay. So I think with that, maximum 4 days. I mean, honestly, if you would have said like 2000 or under, I would have said 4 days maximum, because people don't need to scramble to find $400 to put on their credit card, right? If it's a larger offer, they may need more time. Okay. But with something that low, I would have them make a decision fast, because if you give them too long, they're like, oh, maybe I'll come back to that, and maybe never comes back. Right.
Okay.
You want them to just decide, are we buying this or are we not? Okay. So I would say 4 day window maximum. You could even probably go less to 3 if you wanted to.
Okay, that sounds doable. I did like 7 and I was like, I can't do this.
Okay, my first launch I ever did, I opened the cart on a Friday and I closed cart, okay, not the following Friday, but the following Sunday. So I had like a full week, 2 weekends, right? 2 weekends too much, and then like the full week, and I was just so wiped. So it's one of those things you have to learn the hard way, unfortunately. But now you know that you'll be doing that.
Okay.
Oh, Isabel is as the chef. Yes, yes. Like Isabel, that was clearly a wow for me to remember that story, which is exactly what you want to deliver. I'm excited Isabel's here. Okay.
Awesome.
Sorry, anything else, Jennifer? Keep
Yeah. So if the cart is open for 3 days, do you think each 3 day I should have some type of bonus of like a mini course involved or like a one-on-one coaching or
So
what?
every day you want to ask yourself, what am I talking about today? Okay. What's the reason to buy today? Leave the reason from yesterday out. If there was a reason to buy on Friday and it's no longer available on Saturday, you don't say things like, even though you missed the amazing Friday bonus, like do not bring it up, right? They know they missed it, or put more attention on what it is today. So I like to have like almost like pop-up bonuses that I talk about every day to get them for them to have like think there's a reason to buy now. Okay. And they're strategically planned out so that I know what is coming when.
Okay. And then what do you what do you suggest for those who join live? Because I want to do a webinar. What do you think is something that is an attractive offer that really gets people to want to be
Yeah.
a part of that live?
So this will be different of with everybody's industry, right? You have to ask yourself, what does your person really want or need? It has to be one of their biggest pain points, because if it is, they got to act so fast. You might have 15 minutes for them to hurry and get this thing, right? So it has to be such a no-brainer of, I need this thing. I don't even need to talk to my spouse about it, right? I know I'm going to get it. So what are they looking for? And you might not know the answer yet. You may have to do some work with them to figure out what they're really thinking they need. If you have people you can do market research with to figure out like what that bonus could be, that would be your best case scenario. And if you don't have people to do market research with yet, you're kind of going with an educated guess, and then you're learning from each launch what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
When the launch is over, the 3 days open cart, when that's all done,
Yeah.
do you feel like you have to have like some type of reconnection with those who have purchased, such as a Facebook group or one like?
Oh, yeah. Not in the beginning when it's small. Okay. So if you are going to do something and you get 3 people to buy and you've awarded them a private Facebook group with members and there's 3, it's going to be a ghost town, and it's going to actually be a negative in their eyes than anything. So you don't need to do a Facebook group. I wouldn't suggest it until you knew you were going to get a decent sized group, or you said, oh, it's a small group of 20 people and they are well aware there's 20 people coming in, or there's 10 or whatever number that is. Makes
Okay.
sense? Yeah.
Okay. So I don't even need to talk about the Facebook
And
group.
No, and if you wanted to still have a way for them to ask you questions, those could be Google Forms, right? That you're getting the responses. You could be sending out a weekly call every Friday answering the questions. If you don't have any questions that week, you could just like give a few frequently asked questions that you want to provide and give more value to or what you think they need. But that was probably how I would start if I didn't think I was going to have enough for engagement.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just keep on asking you questions until you say I'm done.
I'll give you one more question and then we'll go to Christina.
How long should my runway be?
You're not going to like my answer. Here's what we've learned. The runway is permanent. It's constant, right? So the only question you would ever ask is, when should my initial runway start to launch for the first time? Because the second you're done launching, you're back in runway for the next launch, right?
Gotcha.
So I think the reason we have been so successful in 2020 is because we have been a machine that has never turned off. Like COVID, nothing has stopped us. We have just kept going. And it was like the momentum we carried, or the people that would say like, I was in it 3 times ago, but now I'm ready. Like they kept repeating it with us. So the first initial like runway, I mean, to even say minimum 30 days, it's like you better go all in 30 days out, right? But 90 days, right? 60 days, that's all going to be even more helpful because you're seeding it. You could get on the wait list. This is launching, save the date. The next round starts. Like you could be talking about that over and over and over to get them to get ready. Because some people you're going to catch off guard, right? Now, if you're only selling something for $400, I think you could do a really great 30-day plan, go all in, give amazing content, go into a launch and sell because it's a pretty low price point still. If you were going to sell something for 5,000 or 3,000 or a little bit more, it would just have to be really well, especially with no testimonials yet. You just have to do it really, really well. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
All right, Jennifer, thank you so much. I know we'll keep chatting in foot traffic. Love having you in here. Thank you for the great questions.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm going to be bringing you more of these. My goal is once a week is we're going to be bringing more and more of our clients on, giving them some coaching, but I know you guys got so much out of this as well. So thanks for listening, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.